So a chameleon's body is about half the length of its tongue. A certain chameleon, Pascal, has a tongue that is 2 2/3 feet long. So how long is Pascal? Who can tell me how we set up this problem? Because it's really important to understand when we read word problems, what we set up. As a hint, when we tend to see numbers, those tend to be important. And also when we have a period in the sentence, that tends to tell us that that was one singular piece of information. So let's see. Romario, how do we set up this problem? So Miles then, how do we set up this equation?
Was it 2/3?
Yeah, it was 2/3.
Multiply 2/3 by 4?
Not by 4. That's a good guess. Not really, but I'm nice. So, who can tell me what we do? Lucy. We just multiply it by 1/2. 1/2 times 2/3. Exactly. We're finding 1/2 of 2/3, right? 1/2 of 2/3. What does that of mean again? Multiply. In most cases, of will mean multiply in certain sentences. So, let's see. In most cases, it means multiply. What? And then we multiply. How do we multiply this? How do I multiply it? What's the rule, Hannah?
You multiply both numerators together.
Exactly.
You multiply the denominator together because they're both different.
Exactly. We multiply the numerators together and we multiply the denominators together. So let's see. What would we get as our answer? What's 2 times 1? What's 2 times 1, Raphael? 2. Excellent. Roman, what's 2 times 3?
That's easy. You can't do that.
It is 6. So is that our answer?
No.
Kind of our answer, but not fully. So what do we need to do, Rocco? Simplify. What do we get when we simplify? Everybody say it at the same time. We get 1/3. Now, I'm going to teach you a little trick for how we can do it even faster. Let's see. We can do something. What can we do, Lucy? Lucy, what did you notice?
Well, with the 2/3, I think an easier way to do it would be just to divide the numerator by 2 and you would get your answer. So
Yeah, that works a great way. So 1/2 means dividing by 2, right? If I cut a pie and I want half a piece of pie, what did I split it into? 2 pieces. So when we divide that, we're cutting it into 2. So she split the numerator into 2 pieces and got 1/3. Here's another way we can do it. We can do something called cross cancel. Cross cancel. So when we cross cancel, that means we're looking at these and these. And 1 and 3, can we cancel anything out? Can we make those smaller? No, those don't have anything in common. What about 2 and 2? Can we cancel anything out there? What can we do, Fernando? Yeah, we can cancel them both out. They're divisible both by 2. We cancel them both out. What happens is we get 1 and 1. That means we have 1/1, which is just equal to 1 times 1/3. What is 1 times 1/3? What is it, Matthew?
It's 1/3.
It's 1/3. Look at that. So there's 2 ways to do it. If you don't remember to cross cancel, don't do it. If you can remember to cross cancel, it can be very, very helpful. So for our second warm-up, let's look at this together. Once again, we already mentioned earlier, we multiply our numerators. Hey, Jaden, what's 1 times 1?
Let me guess.
Let's guess. It's 1. Hey, let's see, Romario. What's 3 times 4? 12. So what's our answer? 1/12. Exactly. It's super duper easy. So let's do this one. 3/4 times 5/6. 3/4 times 5/6. So there's 2 different ways that we can go about this. Let's do the way we learned first, just the normal way. Nathan, what do we get for our numerator?
15.
We get 15. And who can tell me what we get for our denominator? Emerson. 24. Now, we look at these problems, and the reason I want to go over this is because I kind of look at this and I think, oh, one's an odd number, one's an even number. I guess I can't simplify. We look at that. But can we simplify? Yes, we can. Nathan, what can we simplify them both by?
1.
Simplifying by 1 is nothing. What can we simplify them by, Rocco?
Wait, what are we doing?
Oh, yes, Rocco. Yeah, we can simplify them by 3. When we can simplify 2 numbers by something and it gets us our final answer, what was that number called, Fernando? The GCF is 3. Excellent. So what do we get when we divide both by 3, Liam? We get 5/8, because 15 divided by 3 is 5, and 24 divided by 3 is 8. Now, is there an easier way? I sound like an infomercial. There's got to be an easier way. So, is there an easier way to solve this? What can I do, Fernando? Yes, I can. So what do we do when we simplify it, Fernando? Yeah, we divide by 3. So we do what's called cross-canceling. So, can I simplify 5 and 4 at all? No. Can I simplify 3 and 6 at all? Yes. What are they both divisible by? What's the greatest common factor, Michelle? 3. Same as at the end. We divide them both by 3. What's 3 divided by 3? Nathan.
1.
1. What's 6 divided by 3, Lily? 2. So then I get 5/8. Same thing. All we did was divide by our GCF earlier in our equation. The reason you might want to consider doing the cross-canceling is because it helps prevent not simplifying at the end. And if you don't simplify, you don't get full credit. So we get 5/8. That's the same answer we got over here. Same answer, 5/8, 5/8. Yes, Liam? So to practice cross-canceling, I want you to do both of these in your notebooks first. This first one is similar to the problems we did yesterday. When we do this, we have to add a denominator. What would the denominator be on our integer? What would it be, Lucy? 18/1. Excellent. And I want to rewrite that because it makes it look ugly in my mind. So I'm going to write 18/1. I want you guys to cross-cancel both of them. Try your hardest. Let's think. What is the key word in cross-cancel? Let's think about that. What do we think? Cancel is good, and technically they both matter, but the key word is cross. So when I cancel, can I just cancel across? No. I have to cancel like this. Just like when we used to cross multiply. The keyword we see is cross. That's the initial keyword. So we don't multiply across, which is different. We multiply cross, just like when we did cross multiplication and stuff like that. Now, let's see. Can I cancel out anything between 4 and 1? No, 1 is already as simple as it can get. We can't do anything. What about 9 and 18? Yes. What can I do, Liam?
Divide it by 2.
Not. What do we do? Not divide by 2. What do we do, Emerson? Divide it by 9.
Oh, yes.
So the GCF is 9. What's 9 divided by 9, Rafi?
81.
9 divided by 9. We get 1. What's 18 divided by 9, Oswaldo? 18 divided by 9. 2. Excellent. Now, what's 4 times 2, Lucy? 8. And what is 1 times 1? 1. So what's our answer in the end? Our answer is 8. Look at how much easier that is than multiplying. Because do you guys know 4 times 18 off the top of your head?
Yeah.
I don't.
I do.
Let's look at this. First, we're going to look at cross-canceling like here. 3 and 9. Can I cross-cancel anything here? Yes. What can I cancel, Rocco? We can divide by 3. What's 3 divided by 3? What is that, Elsie? 1. What's 9 divided by 3, Oleg? 3. Awesome. We're done, right? No. What else can I cancel out, Madison? The other side. Let's look at that because sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. Can I simplify this side? Yes. So let's see. What can I cancel out with these ones, Madison? We can divide. The greatest common factor is 4. They're both 4. So of course the greatest common factor is 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 4 divided by 4 is 1. What's 1 times 1? 1. What's 1 times 3? 3. So our answer is 1/3. We would get that same answer the other way. We would get 12 over 36, and then that simplifies to 1/3. But do you see how much quicker it is when we do cross-canceling? Excellent. So what I want you guys to do is go to page 274/275, and you guys are going to do some of the practice problems. You can pick A, B, C, E, or F. Pick 3 of those problems. For A, can I cross-cancel anything? No. So we just get 3 over 10. Look at that. We can't simplify. For for B, can I cross-cancel anything? Yes. 3 and 3 become 1s. We get 1 over 4. Excellent. For C, can I cancel anything? Yes. We cancel these out. We get 1 and 3. We get 5/9. For E, can I cancel anything? Yes. What can I cancel here? Michelle. Both of them. 5 and 10 becomes 1 and 2. 6 and 9 becomes 2 and 3. We get our answer to be 3/4. What about this last one? Can I cancel anything? Yes. So it becomes 10 over 1. 3 and 1 don't cancel, but 10 and 5 do. It becomes 2 and 1. We get 6 over 1 or 6. Excellent. So your homework is page 277. But we're not done. What we are going to do is we're going to go to the next lesson. So let's look at this one. We're doing this warm-up. The eyeball of an Atlantic giant squid is about 12 times as large as the average human eyeball. The average human eyeball is 1 1/4 inches across. We don't need to use a bar diagram because they're not necessarily all that important. But what is the difference between this lesson and the last lesson? Who can tell me? Let's see, Fernando. We're using mixed numbers. Exactly. But is using mixed numbers hard? No, because what do we just need to do? What do we need to do, Michelle? We don't just add the whole number. That's great. Ben? You make it into an improper fraction and then multiply. Same thing. Make it into an improper fraction, then multiply. What's the initial setup of this problem? Lucy? Perfect. We multiply 1 1/4 by 12. But we can't necessarily do that. So what do we need to do, Lucy? Turn it into an improper fraction. We went over this on our last lesson. We multiply times the denominator and then add that to the numerator. What's 1 times 4, Nathan? 4. What's 4 plus 1?
6.
4 plus 1, Nathan? 5. Excellent. And then what do we do? Is 5 just our answer?
No.
What do we need to do, Jaden? What do we need to do, Rocco? Not turn to what do we need to do, Nathan?
You have to bring down the 4.
We keep our denominator. And then here, 12. It's an integer, but we make it 12 over 1. Excellent. Now what can we do? What else can we do, Elsie? Cross-cancel. Can we cross-cancel 5 and 1? No, it's already as simple as it can get. We can cross-cancel 12 and 4. What does the 12 become? Elsie? 3. What does the 4 become, Carmen? Becomes 1. What's 5 times 3? Miles.
5
What's 1 times 1, Rafi?
1.
So we get our answer to be 15. Exactly. So I want you guys to try this one. 1 7/8 times 3 1/3. What's the first step? Who can remind me what the first step is? Rafi. Turn them into improper fractions. What is going to probably be our second step? Rocco. What's going to be our second step after we turn them into improper fractions? What's probably going to occur, Hannah? Cross-canceling. Doesn't always happen, but it's pretty likely. And then our last step is to multiply and get our answer. Excellent. Do this in your notebooks. Here's the first step. To make a mixed number into an improper fraction, we multiply the whole number by the denominator. We add that to the numerator, but we keep the denominator the same. So, in this case, let's look at the first one. We multiply our whole number by the denominator. What's 1 times 8? Liam. 8. What's 8 plus 7? What's Michelle? We get 15 over 8. Let's do the same to the other side. Matthew, what's 3 times 3?
3 times 3 is 9.
9. What's 9 plus 1? 10. We get 10 over 3. Excellent. So let's look at this one. I can cancel out that 15 and 10, right?
No, you have to go
No, I can't. We can only go diagonally, as Ben said. We cannot cancel across. We must cross cancel. So, can I cross cancel anything here?
Yeah.
Liam. 15 and 3. What does the 15 become? Michelle. 5. What does the 3 become? Miles. 1. So what is 5 times 10? What's 5 times 10, Raphael? 50. What's 8 times 1, Liam? 8. So that's our answer, right? No. What do we need to do to this answer? What do we need to do, Michelle? Actually, Michelle pointed out, yes, that we can cancel out 10 and 8. What happens when I cancel out 10 and 8? What do I get when I cancel out the 10? What does it become, Michelle? 5. And what does the 8 become, Lucy? 4. That's even easier. What's 5 times 5? 25. What's 4 times 1? 4. But am I done yet? No. What do I need to do, Liam? Yeah, we need to simplify. We need to make it back into a mixed number. What does it become, Ben? 6 1/4. Excellent. So to make an improper fraction into a mixed number, we find how many times the denominator goes into the numerator without going over. That becomes the whole number. And the remainder, or what's remaining, whatever, is the fraction. So for example, in this case, how many times does 4 go into 25 without going over, Miles? 6 times. And we get 24. So what's 25 minus 24? 1. We always keep our denominator. So we get 6 1/4. 6 1/4. So I want you guys to solve this one. The Hoover Dam contains 4.5 million cubic yards of concrete. The Grand Cool Dam in Washington State contains 2 2/3 times as much concrete. How much concrete does it contain? So Andrew, what's the initial setup for this problem? So what's the initial setup for this, Lucy?
4 1/2 times 2.
Exactly. 4 1/2 times 2 2/3. Excellent. Now, I want you guys, you have to make this into an improper fraction. You have to probably cross cancel, and then you solve and probably make it back into a mixed number. So, we are making it into an improper fraction. So, we multiply 4 times 2. What do we get, Miles? 8. We add that to 1. What do we get?
9.
So we get 9/2 times. What's 2 times 3, Rocco?
6.
We add that to 2. What do we get? So we get 8/3. Excellent. Can I cancel anything? Yes. So we can cancel both. 9 and 3 becomes 3 and 1. 8 and 2 becomes 1 and 4. What's our answer then? What's our answer, Ben?
12 over 1.
12 over 1 or 12. Excellent. So homework number 2 is page 285.